Is that MisaMisaVR?
What's up, Juggalos? It's me, the number one Don Mega VTuber, the number one Don Mega everything, king of anime, king of Japan, the emperor, of course, the Don Mega Juggalo, the uh, the best of the best, your VTuber buddy, MisaMisa, the butt filled with curry,
While eating the curry, I hear a gurgling noise.
that dude who rules the roost. We're here to talk about not this, not whatever the hell this says, because this is just part of the world. We're in somebody else's world here. I didn't make this one. We're the Foxy News world again, because hey, it's got a green screen, it's got some chair. It's got a chair, got a microphone, got the other microphones. We're gonna throw it outside in a second here. Outside, we're gonna throw it to me, standing in a different spot instead soon, so I could be over here or something, or over there or something, and I can have a better design. I didn't really think out the design last time. I probably won't this time either, because I waited too long to do this. Anyway, we're going to be talking about fall 2022 anime, because the new season is upon us, and I'm sure you're excited for more Japanime, as we used to call it back in the 90s. I hated it. I never called it that, but people called it that. I went to the video store before, a lot of times when I was little, to rent anime, and every time I'd go there, they'd be like, "Oh, you want to know what new Japan anime we've got?" And I'd say, "No, I just want to look at the anime." And they'd be like, "Well, it's right over there, bro." And then I would get like Bubblegum Crisis and be like, "Whoa, there's titties in this." And I was just hitting puberty, so it was like exciting, because it's not like my parents would check what the fuck these anime were. They're just like, it's cartoons for kids, but then be like, bloom, 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 popping them out. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about this season's anime. There's a whole bunch of them. Like 30 or something. So we got a lot to get through. Most of them look like shit. Some look pretty good. I'm going to pick up way too many this season to keep up with, like last time and every time before then. I used to watch like 15 shows a season. Then last few years, I've fallen behind, and then I never keep up with anything. Last season, I kept up with like 6, though. So we're going to check out fall. I didn't plan this out at all. I have a little bit of notes. I have a little bit of clips from the trailers. I have a little bit of pictures. I read the summaries, the watch bits of the trailers. So we're gonna be seeing what I think based on pretty much nothing. Just prepare your anus, because we're going right now to MisaMisa, or are you over there? Wherever MisaMisa is. Fuck off. Well, not from the video, like usual. Fuck off in that direction or that direction. We'll figure out which one in post editing, because I don't fucking know. Thank you, MisaMisa. It's me, MisaMisa. What a shocker! What a surprise! Can anybody have figured that out? I don't think so. It's just me out here. I'm here with the anime girls, as you can see, having fun. They don't have anything to say. I've tried to talk to them. I've tried to ask them things. They don't. They're too. They're NPC. They're literal NPCs. They have no thoughts of their own. They're not able to comment on anything. But they exist back there. They're dancing. They're having fun. They're hanging out. They're doing whatever they're doing. I don't know yet, because I haven't edited the video yet. But they're back. They're doing something. There's some anime girls doing something. Somehow, some way, one way or another. But we're here not to talk about the anime girls. Well, we are going to be talking about some anime girls. Some cute ones, some ugly ones, some ugly boys. There's a really ugly boy show. I can't stand the character design of. But let's start. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to the business. I gotta pop my notes up, so it's gonna float here for a minute, because I definitely need notes for this shit. Oh, these are bad. These are big notes. This is a lot of notes. I took way too many notes. For nen wa sorizore uso wo suku. Something about ninjas. Oh, school comedy of 4 friends at a girls' school where one is an astronaut, another is ninja, one has supernatural powers, and one is a trap. I kind of rewrote the descriptions of these shows for myself. This one seems kind of. I don't want this in my face, to be honest. I'd rather be at the chair again, but I can't really. Oh, there's my camera. I can't really be at the chair and have the space. I could, but it would look weird because the border would cut off. You know, when I would zoom it out. And I don't want to do weird. I don't want it to look weird. Bother me. It'd bother me. So we're just gonna keep trying this time. I'm learning, okay? I gotta look at my notes a lot. Born in one. Okay, so this is the one. Yeah, one of them's a trap, and he's got a bunch of the. He's got the earrings I like on punk girls. So I'm interested. I mean, I'm interested because it seems fun. That's what I meant. It seems cute and fun. Characters seem fun and cute. Is it gonna be good? Probably not. To be honest, it's probably gonna be trash. Probably watch a couple episodes and drop it. But I don't know. It looked fun enough to give a shot. You know, they make a lot of the shows like this, but I felt like there haven't been any good ones recently. I'm not standing up at the moment. I'm sitting down, even though my character's standing up. That's VR chat for you. Um, you know, depends on how the jokes land, the first few episodes, and if it does stay a simple comedy kind of thing, then I'll like it more. And we'll see how that one goes. It's just a trial for me. Stay a maybe. Not necessarily a fresh or a stale. Just we'll see. Next up, Akiba Maid Sinso. Akiba Maid Wars. Summary was something about wanting to be a cute maid. A girl goes to Akiba to the Pig Hut Cafe, and a bunch of retarded sounding shits, happens. It looks really bad. It looks like a shitty comedy with a bunch of edgy jokes, and the girls act nice, but then they say bad words, or they say mean things, or they say they're rude, but that's the makes it fun, different, unique. No, it just looks like garbage. I have zero interest in this one. I can't deal with these kinds of shows to begin with. They all suck. I don't know. It just looks retarded. I have zero interest in it. I don't really have much to say about it other than it seems stupid. Oh, we're being edgy, and it also seems it was made by Psy Games, which maybe maybe you've heard of them. Psy Games makes a lot of the big gotcha games for mobile phones in Japan and in the West now. And this looks like one of those. This looks like we took a bunch of generic random character designs, threw them together, pick your waifu, and look at they say things. They call you fat when you go to the cafe. Wow, incredible. No, thank you. Next. That's the same one. Akuyaku Reijo Nano de Last Boss wo Katamemashita. This is about some girl has to try and get the bad guy to fall in love with her, or else she's gonna die or something. Honestly, the trailer actually looked kind of cute, but the description sounds terrible, and the trailer also, while it looked cute, it also looked fucking annoying and boring. Could be fun. I'm not interested enough to give it a try. If I hear good things, maybe 5 years, 10 years from now, then I'll bother getting around to it. When I have nothing better to do, when I have nothing better to watch. Doubtful. Ark Knights. Ark Knights is one of the only mobile phone games I've played for more than 3 days. I played it for about 2 weeks. I've played a few other ones for like that long, but it's pretty high amount of time for me for the fucking mobile game. I really loved the character designs in Ark Knights in the game, and I liked that the game was an actual game. It was a tower defense game with the anime girls, and there was like a story which seemed interesting, except for it's a mobile game, so you don't really get story. It just exists. So to have a show about it finally coming out with that story and with these cute character designs, I'm kind of interested, mostly to see the character designs rather than to actually watch the show. I just would like to see those characters in animated form and doing stuff, and I think it could be, at least visually, something entertaining to look at, but we'll see if it's worth watching, if it's tolerable beyond like, oh, the characters look cool. Because it is just a mobile game with not much else going for it. So I'm not recommending that one, but I'm going to try it. There is potential for a good story. It's something like big, massive natural disasters keep happening, and every time that happens, like some kind of power source, like something is left behind that's like they can use as a power source, but it diseases everybody or a lot of people, and so the governments of the world or whatever start, putting people in camps and making them do forced labor and shit, like that supposed thing that happened. And then this group wants to cure it, and they're also fighting against rebels the whole time and stuff. and you play as that group trying to fight the rebels, trying to find the cure in the game, and the show is obviously that group that you play as doing the same thing in the show. So it has potential to be at least somewhat entertaining story-wise, but I don't. We'll see. It's a mobile phone game anime. My notes are broken. There we go. Bleach Seinen Kessenhen. I was fooled by this one. The description sounds like it's a reboot for Bleach. For the first paragraph, it literally talks about, oh, some kind of monster appears, and Ichigo Kurosaki, just a young boy, blah, 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 he becomes a Shinigami over... And then the next paragraph says it's just a sequel to the end of Bleach, and then the trailer shows that it is just a sequel to the end of Bleach to start a new series of Bleach, but without Ichigo as the main character, maybe. Or he still is the main character, probably, but, like, it's just more Bleach. I thought Bleach was done like a few years ago. Apparently, they're just going to keep making it just like fucking Naruto, but they call it something else, so it's different. It's stupid. Bleach sucks. You know why Bleach sucks the most? You know what makes me hate Bleach the most? I really liked Bleach. The first like 20 episodes or something, before they get to Soul Society, whenever it was that happened, before that was really good. Ichigo was great. The cast was great. The monsters and fights and stuff were exciting. And the story was fun. Ruki is adorable. And then it just became shit. And that was so disappointing. And then it just kept going. Hundreds of episodes. And now they're just going to keep going more with it. Just leave Bleach alone. One of the best openings for anime ever made, though, that first opening. Asterisk. Blue Lock. Blue Lock is a soccer anime, so first off, who gives a shit? And second, holy fuck, those character designs are atrocious. Every single person in this show is edgelord to the maximum, and they all look identical somehow at the same time. It's terrible. If it had everything else that I was interested in somehow, and wasn't soccer, and was just like this amazing looking show, but the characters look like this, I would still not ever touch it. It's atrocious. It's worse than fucking Resident Evil's Atrocidad. Bochi the Rock. Hitori is a high school girl who wants to be in a band and play guitar, but she's too shy to make friends. But she meets a drummer girl, she meets a Ritsu, who needs a guitarist, and they start a band together. And then they meet, a bassist and probably somebody else, but those three at least make a little band together. Kind of a wannabe K-On, some decade late. But hey, what's wrong with that? It won't be as good as K-On probably. Definitely won't have drama of, something like Nana or something. It's the cutesy, fun show. This is not a drama, serious show. Pretty obvious from the trailer and stuff. Like it's a K-On. It's a K-On wannabe, which is fine. There's been some, but like recently there haven't been many K-On attempts. So I don't know, it could be fun. It could have some nice music and characters seem alright. So I'll be checking it out. Hero Academy 6. I dropped Hero Academy after 4. I could barely stand 4. I had to force myself through 4 pretty much the entire time. I really hated 4. I did get through it, but because of that experience, I never bothered with 5, because Season 4 of Hero Academy is atrocious. It's trash. And I couldn't see anything good from 5 after that happened. So for the same reason, I'm not watching 6, because 1, I'm a season behind, and 2, I'm not interested in Hero Academy, where they ruined it. They had opportunities to make this amazing show. They were making an amazing show for a while, and then they did that. The only thing, watching the trailer, Mountain Lady was in it, and I love Mountain Lady. I don't know why. I don't like tall girls. I don't like Amazons. I like girls that are shorter than me. But Mountain Lady just does something for me. I don't just mean down there. I just mean in general. She's cute. I like her. So it kind of made me want to watch, because there's one Mountain Lady. I'm not going to. I'd have to watch the last season first. But eventually, maybe, for more Mountain Lady. We'll see. If you like Hero Academy, there's another season for you. But for both reasons, I literally can't watch it because I'm a season behind. And I don't really want to, so I'm not going to be touching it. Maybe in the future. What am I pointing at? Wow, it's pointing all the way across the room. Like far, far away. Anyway. Yeah, there's that for you. Not for me. Maybe in the future I'll give Hero Academy another shot with Season 5, but I'll have to catch up before I can touch 6 or further. See Danchi. Kimmy lives in some shitty Section 8 housing and horror type stuff starts happening. That was the best summary I could give you. It's October. It's Halloween time. There's not really many horror anime out there to begin with. So, I don't know. I'll try it. I'm a little worried with the publisher or producer being not Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network. Because Adult Swim's on Cartoon Network. I don't know how I feel about that. It's basically like saying Netflix is producing it. Not as, well, just as bad, yeah. So it's probably gonna be shit. But I'll give it a chance. There's not many mystery or horror anime out there. Why not? We're gonna switch sides. Chainsaw Man. Here's all I can say about this one is I hit puberty like decades ago, man. I don't need shit like this. I get a lot of anime fans are like fucking 15 years old. Here you go. If you're older than that, you shouldn't be watching this kind of shit. It's trash for kids, for people with hormones like going crazy, and they need to see cool. Oh, I'm so manly. Maybe this will make some kids stop trying to be women. Who knows? But yeah, like I already I'm not a teen. I'm not in high school anymore. I can watch better things than this. If you're a kid, hey, maybe you'll enjoy it. If you're not a kid and you enjoy it, hey, maybe. Do it yourself. This is a new anime. I'm not telling you to do anything to yourself. Do it yourself. I heard about a while back, like when they first announced it, and I was excited, and then I forgot about it. It's what it sounds like. It's a DIY club at high school with a bunch of cute girls. Very cute art too. I didn't expect that part, but watching the trailer, it's actually really cute. And it's just the DIY club. They're building stuff. They're building furniture. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're working with these tools and those tools. Maybe we'll get some Shaggy Two-Dope level of fucking up with tools and almost cutting off his friend's arm by mistake while they're cutting pumpkins with a Sawzall. Who knows what to expect at DIY? But it looks cute, looks fun. The girls all seem really like cute and silly and interesting, other than the one nerdy looking one, boring. I'm very, very, very excited to get to this one. Like, I hope it's fun. I hope it's as fun as it looks, and I hope they do focus on the DIY stuff rather than the... As much as I love K-On! K-On! Is not a music anime. I am hoping this does not go the K-On! Way, but they focus more on the actual DIY stuff and building stuff and working with the tools and stuff. Because I think that'll be really fun to watch anime girls do. AQ Shonen, Eternal Boys, idle shit, get out of here. Fumetsu no Anata E, Season 2. Season 2 is some shit that looks stupid, get out of here. Futoku no Guild. Monster Hunter quits and builds a harem. Get out of here, no thank you. Fufu Ijo Koibito Miman. The art, high school has this is this one. This is a show where the high schools have mandatory couple classes where you're paired up with somebody based, the teacher just says you're paired up with this person and you have to pretend you're in a relationship and like pretend you're going out, and then you have to swap relationships. You have to swap your girlfriend or boyfriend with somebody else. It's a literal, canonical, official, actual cuckold anime. So if you're a cuckold fucking retard, there's your fucking anime, you fucking idiot. If you like this shit, in all sincerity, unsubscribe from me, block me everywhere, and don't ever interact with me or watch anything I've done or read anything I've done. And get out of my life. No cucks allowed. We don't do cuck shit around here. If your woman tries to do this shit to you, you slap them and you put them in their place, and then don't be a cuck. Don't watch this shit. It's trying to make you into a fucking cuck fetishist so you can watch more NTR fucking hentai. What a piece of shit. I just can't believe it. It really shows how far when this kind of shit is getting made. This is worse than the usual incest harem bullshit that they make in Japan. This is stuff that should not exist for any reason for anybody, and we all know who's producing it. Golden Kamui 4. I thought this show ended after season 1 because it was bad. Bye-bye. Human Crazy University. A prisoner on death row for murdering his fiancée. Oh, I guess he watched the Cuck show. Becomes the study of the Human Crazy University because he doesn't die. He's immortal. Who fucking cares? It's like a comedy thing about some guy who can't die or something. Idolish 7. Third Beat Part 2. Is that the second part of a third season to a seventh season of a show? I don't know. Idol shit though. Fuck off. Kage no Jitsu Ryokusha ni Nari Takute. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Here's a lesson for all you kiddos out there. All you anime wannabes out there. Here's a lesson. If you read the summaries of show and you see the first few sentences, just read the first few sentences. If it ever says, there's a few things. We'll get to another one in a minute. But one of the probably the second most prominent thing you'll find, and this is one of the biggest red flags with anime, is if it says transported to another world or anything another world. If it says another world, move on. Don't even touch it. Don't even spend 30 seconds on it. Move on immediately. Another world means no, thank you. I'm going to watch another show is more like it. So don't even touch it. Don't even bother. Because the role Sid wants to play when he's transported to another world, well, you don't need to read past that. That's the isekai trash. Can't Cole, Season 2. Who fucking cares? Get out of here with that horrible CG bullshit. For the horrible fucking phone game. Kido Sensei, Gundam, the Witch of fucking Mars or some shit. Looks pretty cool. I haven't touched Gundam in a while, because I hadn't for a while. There are some Gundam I really like. There are some Gundam I don't like so much. Like the original Gundam really sucks. Sorry, but it's true. They couldn't even color within the lines in their own show. Literally. Go look at an episode of Season 1 of Gundam, the original Gundam Wing. Not Gundam Wing, wow, Gundam Wing's really good. Go watch an original Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, the original fucking Gundam. Go watch an episode. The coloring in the show was not, the animators could not handle drawing in the coloring in the lines. It's like a child colored that show. It is horrifically shitty. I fucking hate the original Gundam. But a lot of other Gundams are pretty good. I like most of them. Not most of them, I like some of them. But I kind of dropped out of them. I'm not that interested. Chance again. It looks alright. I'm actually a little excited to give another Gundam a shot. Because I haven't done it in a while. So it could be cool. Kokyu no Karasu. It could be interesting. I don't know, but I don't want to deal with Chinese people in my anime. I don't watch Japanese anime or Chinese shit or Korean shit, and these are Chinese people. I mean, I've watched anime where Chinese characters or Korean characters in them, but I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't like Chinese fiction or people. Iruma-kun Season 3. I never watched Season 2. I really liked Season 1, though. It was a cute show. Fun show. I got a little edgy, though, and then I never bothered with Season 2. Someday, probably. Very cute. The green-haired girl. And the main character is fun and stuff. It doesn't seem bad. So, eventually, maybe I'll get around to Season 3. We're back over here again. This is not even nearly as good as if I was just sitting in that chair again like last time. Mamakichi Mameko ni no Nichijo. It looks retarded, and it also looks like it'll never get subtitled. But it looks retarded in that kind of fun way. It's about a lazy bitch with no life and no job who just lays around with her 3 cats and her dog all day and is retarded. I can relate to some of that. I don't have any pets, and I'm not a lazy bitch. I'm just a lazy dude. I'm not that lazy. I don't be making shitty YouTube videos, right? But it looks kind of fun. If it gets subtitled, I'll check it out. Megaton Q Musashi Season 2. No fucking clue, so no fucking thanks. Mob Psycho 103. More like Mob Shitco. Skip. Mushikaburi Hime. Lady Eliana spots her husband with another woman he's actually in love with, but there's some conspiracy or some shit. That's my summary. Honestly, the summary doesn't make much sense, but it talks about conspiracies and talks about some romance stuff. It looks kind of interesting, looks kind of fun, cute. I don't think it's some heavy show with like deep stuff going on with this conspiracy thing. I think it's just kind of a cutesy, slight romance drama kind of thing. I don't know. I have no clue. It looks kind of interesting. I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. won't say I'll watch it, but I'll watch a few episodes. Muv Love 2. Muv love the fuck out of here. Move the fuck out of here. Noman Cameron Noeski. The title is as long as a fucking light novel. You know, it's 1 million words, and that's why you know it's a light novel. That's why you know it's bad. That's another red flag, by the way. That's not the other thing I was going to say. That's the third red flag for anime summaries and titles. If the title is this long, if it's an essay to read the title, you know it's a bad thing. With few exceptions, obviously Bofuri has the title that's like that long, and I love Bofuri. It's one of my favorite anime ever, honestly, and so there are exceptions, but 99% of the time, man, if it's got a title like that, just fucking get out of here. And as usual, because they can't help it, when it has a title like that, it's always either incest shit or an isekai. This one's some kind of isekai shit. It's probably got some fucking incest too, because they all do. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't even know this was happening. Pop Team Epic Season 2. Now, a lot of people misunderstood Pop Team Epic, didn't understand what it was. But if you give it a shot, it's really fun. Especially if you watch it only with the guys' voices. The girl voices suck. Women can't be funny, even when they're just voice acting a silly character. They just can't. Women have no humor to them. They're the most uninteresting, boring, vapid people on the planet. And that even shows when they're speaking. So, watch the male voice versions only. You can watch Pop Team Epic in a few hours to catch up. Because each episode is split with the girl voices and the guy voices, the exact same content. Watch half an episode. You're only watching 10 minutes an episode. And it's only 12 episodes, so you can catch up really quick if you want to watch Season 2 with everybody. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that moves too fast, it's too random and too hectic. Try watching a little show called TQ, which has like 10 seasons, 9 seasons, I think. And each of those seasons, the episodes are like 2 minutes long, and they move... So, okay, Pop Team Epic has jokes. Sometimes they're like 4-second jokes, but they're a joke. It's a solid single joke. You have the joke delivery, then you have the punchline. And then it moves on to the next joke, or it's just a punchline, next joke, punchline, next look. TQ has 60 different jokes going on all at once. The characters are speaking at 25 times human speed. Literally, they're going... And everybody has their own jokes going on, all over each other, all over talking each other. Nothing slows down ever. There is no coherence to it at all. Nothing makes sense. It's just a clusterfuck, but it's really funny. It's really fun. And it really puts some perspective on Pop Team Epic being not that crazy. Pop Team Epic is really slow in comparison to shit like that. And seeing that and then coming to Pop Team Epic, it does give you that. It gives you that perspective and makes the show feel so much slower and so much more calm and so much more easy to watch. So if you're like new to this kind of faster paced comedy style anime, maybe watch a season of TQ, which takes like 10 minutes on YouTube, because people combine the whole season because they're so short, and you'll see what a actual clusterfuck hectic non-stop comedy action anime is like. Comedy anime is like, not action. It's impossible to follow. Pop Team Epic is totally followable and understandable. Very fun. Also, another fun thing is, which I forgot, everybody knows this already, I knew it already, but I completely forgot, until I was rewatching Pop Team Epic again the other day to get ready for this once I saw this was announced. It's B-Cub. I completely forgot. B-Cub's my favorite Toho Doujin artist, and Papako is just retard Chin, so I love it. It's great. Next. Renai flops. Flops is right. This is gonna flop. It's just a shitty... generic. Okay, actually, this one's got the summary for this one is the #1 red flag for anime. Number 1, kiddos, listen up, kiddos. This applies to anybody new to anime. If you're reading a summary for an anime, and it says character lives the typical life of an average high school student until. Just go away. Just drop it. Just avoid it. Never touch it. Never spend time with it. Because you know what that means? It means it's shit. It is such a red flag. It was a meme for ages in the anime community. Somehow that meme has disappeared and people just accept this again. But it got so bad that Japan started avoiding even putting that in anything. And obviously Americans and Europeans who were writing summaries and shit would avoid ever saying that. Because it became like how, it became An Ancient Evil Awakens for movies and video games was the ordinary high school boy until, for anime. It's a bad sign, and it's the first words in the summary for this show. So no thank you, bye bye, skip skip, no no. I mean, even in the trailer, even let me get out of the way. Even in the trailer, they have a girl running with toast in her mouth because she's late for school. One of the oldest tropes in anime, and the oldest jokes in anime to make fun of it because it was such an overused trope. And this is unironically doing it. It's not doing it to make fun of it. It's doing it because it's such a shitty thing, a shitty show, generic nothing show, that they even went that far without realizing how terribly stupid that is. So no thank you. Seiken Densetsu Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal. I didn't know Legend of Mana had more than one game for the longest time. I know it's Square Enix, you know, the Final Fantasy people and all that, of course. And I played one of them, and then I played what I thought was the remake of it when it came out on PS4. But apparently there's a whole series of games, which I didn't even realize forever for some reason somehow. And this doesn't look anything familiar to me, so it's some of the like enemies do and stuff, and the tree, obviously, the logo, obviously. But to me, this is all new. I don't know if this is from one of the games, like an adaptation of the games or something, because I only know the one game that was on the PS4 not recently, past like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Which I think is the one I also played originally. But it is a Legend of Mana thing, so I'm gonna try it out and hope it's fun and hope it's good. I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna just try it out though. Shinmai Rekken Jutsushi no Tempo Kei. Oh, I don't want to talk about this one. It'll sound like I'm making it like I'm pretending or exaggerating. But when I saw this, I genuinely got angry. And so I don't really want to talk about it or spend time on it, editing it, talking about it, having to look at it some more to edit some more for the video. I don't want to deal with it. It's just... It's one thing to be inspired by something and try to make something like it, like that Bocchi no Rock thing in K-On! This is just stealing. This is just a Chinese knockoff, ripoff. You know, Sponge Gym or something. You know, it is literally just Atelier. It is literally just an Atelier anime, but being treated as something new. And to make it worse, word for word almost, the summary of the show, the official summary even, is just describing Atelier Rorona. And then it gets worse because the main character girl is just a mishmash of Rorona and Ryza combined. Literally, it is just those two characters smushed into one. Personality-wise, from the trailer, everything. It's just the exact same thing. Even the motivations for the character, the story of the character, the looks of the character. It makes me very angry. I want to move on, so we're moving on. I'll move over to the side too. That's how far I want to move on. I want to get away from it. Shinobi no Itoki. Itoki Sakuraba was an ordinary high school student until... Remember what I just taught you? Remember what I just taught you? Ordinary high school student until... We don't touch that. Spy Family Part 2. I never got around to Spy Family. I want to do... I will eventually. I was too far behind the moment it started. I didn't even watch episode 1, and then there was like 8 episodes out, so I never got to it. Looks cute. I am interested, but I can't watch season 2. So if you've seen season 1, you liked it, here's season 2. Eventually I'll get around to it. Tensei Shitara Kendeshita. The first 2 words in the summary. Some isekai protagonists is 3, but I wanted to add in the third one. Some isekai. Isekai is the second word in the fucking summary. So first off, ignore it. Done. No thank you. Secondly, the title is literally the same exact title for the Slime Girl anime, the reincarnated as a slime. This is reincarnated as a sword, though. Another just ripoff. And another generic isekai with the same way Slime was. It's just a generic isekai shit show. But this is a direct ripoff of Slime. But this time, he's reincarnated as a sword. Even the title is the same. It's literally the exact same title. These shows get stupider and stupider. Uchi no Shisho wa Shippo no Ganai. Shape-shifting mischief maker Tanuki girl is born in modern times rather than back when they were known in folklore, and ends up involved in Rakugo. If you don't know what Rakugo is, there was a really, really great anime some years back. Something got Rakugo. Just look up Rakugo anime. It's the only one other than this show, I'm pretty sure. Season 1 was fucking amazing. Season 2 sucked and kind of ruined it. Like the story and the characters kind of blew ass and just fucked everything up and made it really unlikable. Season 1, though, incredible. And I had heard about Rakugo before that, but that's when I really actually learned more about it and saw it in motion. Rakugo is kind of a slightly comedic, usually comedic, almost always comedic in the end, but a storytelling art style, a traditional, very old style, and it's a single guy sitting around, and he does all the sounds, he does the whole story, he does every character, and he pretends to be them, and it's just this really fun and like at times like beautiful storytelling art that is almost always comedic, and so it's fun too. And it's just this thing that's outdated. It's kind of dead now. There's a few. If you know the Batsu games, the yearly Batsu games with the Gaki no Tsukai things, the with Kokoriko and Matsumoto and the gorilla. Well, one of those guys, whose name I can't, Yamazaki. I think he changed his name or he thinks he got married, or he got divorced. I don't know. Okay, he became a Rakugo guy actually. That has no remotely relevance to anything. I'm just telling you. But Rakugo, with a cute bunch of characters and a cute mischief-making little Tanuki girl. Why not? Sounds fun. Sounds cool. Hopefully they get Rakugo. Nothing has worked. Like that. Even that other show didn't work. Like Chihaya Furu made Karuta get real big again in Japan. Not real big, but it revived it quite a bit. The Rakugo show didn't do much for Rakugo. It a little bit of attention to it. Maybe this will have more impact and bring some Rakugo into interest again with the youth, which would be cool because I think it's really cool art form, storytelling form, I guess. Yurusei Yatsura. If you haven't heard of this, you should have. I didn't hear about the remake, but the original show, the original manga, was made back in the 70s, right? And the original anime was made in like 81. Now, if you didn't keep up with, if you don't know much about anime, I guess I wasn't even born in 81 or the 70s. I was, late 80s. But if you've been around anime a lot, you know this show. You know of Lum, I think it's Lum, the girl with the, the cutie, with the cutie. And so this show is a classic of class. This is like one of the godfathers of anime, not like the movie The Godfather, just in terms of like it has that important. It's kind of one of the original anime that if you look back, they're anime way before it, but anime used to be copycat comics, copycat Mickey Mouse. They were trying to clone Disney's success. They were trying to clone American cartoons and comics. And until stuff like this was one of the earliest ones, the earliest manga and the earliest anime. But one of the very earliest ones that was actually not that. It actually had the anime style we know today. This is one of those ones that brought that kind of style and art, the art style, the character designs, and the overall writing and stuff to the forefront of what anime is and created what we know today as anime. This had a big part in that. So this is a very important, classically, historically thing. I'm kind of excited because I never watched the entirety. I've seen random episodes here and there, and I think I've seen like a movie or something of the original of this, but I've never actually sat and watched it all. And it's such an important thing to the medium, to what anime is as we know it. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I don't know how good this will be, but at the very least, hopefully it'll encourage you to watch the original. It's going to encourage me to watch the original either way, if it's good or bad, because I already want to anyway. But this is a really important show. I'm surprised I never even heard about it being remade. So I'm excited. I'm pretty excited for this one. Uzaki-chan Season 2. I would love to watch it, but Uzaki-chan is like the Spy Family thing. I think I watched 2 episodes, and then I fell way behind because a lot of stuff was going on, and I never caught up. Uzaki-chan's fun for me because, well, one, I love giant titties, and I love tomboys, and I love shorter girls. And she's, all 3 of those. She's got short hair. She's not really a tomboy, I guess, but she's got short hair. She's got big titties. She's cute. She caused the ruckus with the lefties. But the thing is, I'm going to be a hipster for a moment. I was a fan of this thing since before it came out because I accidentally, not accidentally, but by pure chance, I was following the mangaka. I was following the creator of the series on Twitter like a year or two before he ever made Uzaki-chan, because he had cute art, and I just found him randomly. And then he made that manga. I was like, oh, I'm excited. I want to watch. I want to read it. I mean, and then I read chapters every now and then when they get subbed, not subbed, translated, or just look at the pictures he would post because she was real cute, and his other characters are cute, and his weird cat he likes to draw. Um, and then it got animated years later, and I was very excited. And then, again, I watched a couple episodes, and then I just fell so far fucking behind. So season 2, for anybody who's seen season 1, there you go. Probably good, probably fun, probably bouncy, very, very bouncy. Vazrock the animation, no thank you. Another one, probably what I'm most excited about, to be honest. Even more than Popsy Epic, even more than Yurusei Yatsura, even more than everything else. Yamano Susume Season 4, Next Summit. If you don't know Yamano Susume, it's I just call it Mountain Girls. It's an anime about, now the first season was like 5 minutes long. Then the second season was like 10 minutes long. The third season was like 12 minutes long. So we'll see how long the episodes in this season are. Maybe they're finally up to 18 or 24. But if you've ever heard of, you probably have, you watch anime. If you ever heard of or watched Eurocamp, this is what made that happen. Yamano Susume came out way before that, way before all the other shows like that, like the fishing anime from a few seasons ago and all that shit. This was the first, at least as far as I know, successful in any way, and good, enjoyable. This was the first kind of slice of life girls outdoors kind of anime. And the thing is, even more than Eurocamp, even more than all the other ones, this one actually has a complete focus on what it says it is. Every episode, almost, very few exceptions, very few moments where they're not. Almost the entire show is girls hiking, climbing mountains. They're going shopping to do hiking or climbing mountains. It actually is what it says it is. It's a show about this group of girls who are all really fun, lovable characters doing hiking, doing climbing, doing mountain trails, going up fucking, wow. Can't talk. But anyway, that's what they're doing. They actually do that stuff, and it's really fun, cute, relaxing, enjoyable. If you like Yu Camp and shit, this is a way better version of that. Sadly, for some reason, that got all the attention. It's a good show. I'm not saying Yu Camp's bad. I very much enjoyed Yu Camp. Now, this is so much better. So I very highly recommend this to anybody who likes that and never watched this stuff. Go back, watch season 1, 2, and 3. It's not long, and it's very sweet and cute and enjoyable, and it is very much going through the process, climbing the mountains, hiking up the trails, buying new boots to do that with, going, buying a new jacket. What's the best jacket for this type of weather on this mountain? They do all this stuff. It's really fun. And the girls are really cute and really fun and lovable and stuff. Yowamushi Pedal season fucking 5. I don't know how this show keeps getting more seasons. It's not good. The animation sucks. The characters, like, when they're riding bicycles, which is not how humans do things. They're also very lanky and weird looking, not like humans again. It's a terrible show. I don't know how people can keep watching this. Go watch Overdrive. It's a bicycle anime that is just Initial D on bicycles. Way better than this shit. This also almost has the character designs of that shitty soccer anime we just went over. Not everybody, but a lot of characters. No thank you. Stop making more of this. Yusha Party, this has even more words in the title than the last one. And also Yusha, which means hero, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably an isekai, or at least an isekai-like, where it's just the same story an isekai would have, but without the isekai part. No thank you. Finally, we're done. My throat is fucked up because I've been sick, and I'm still doing this anyway, so you better appreciate all the work I've done for everybody. My neighbors are listening to me, even though my neighbors should be neighbor because somebody who's up there didn't sign a lease to live here and has been here for like 3 fucking weeks straight, So we'll see what happens with that, but you like anime, there's your anime information. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't really make any jokes. I wasn't trying to. I just wanted to go over the shows. So that's that. Let's throw it back to the Misa on the chair so I can sit in a chair in virtual reality. I'm sitting in real life already. Okay, well, it says we're done. It actually just says there's very important news on this card. the very important news is we're done. Thank you, Misa. I'm doing the neck thing again. Like that E3, the Konami E3. You know the one. Like 2006 or something. Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna melt into the chair. So that's the new season anime. Hopefully I went over them good enough for you to get a taste of what these shows are. And you can pick what you want to watch on your own. That's what I'm gonna watch. As usual, I'll probably put up on the blog. I forgot last time, but maybe I'll write it up this time and actually remember to post it this time. I did write it up last time and I forgot to ever post it, so I didn't. A written version, which will be more in detail probably. But yeah, that's kind of it. Maybe I'll make a video going over the shows I watched from summer. There's only like 6, so it won't be too hard to do. If I do, that'll come in the future after, you know, in a while, a few weeks maybe. Probably not though, because I've got Halloween stuff to keep putting up and everything. But there's the fall anime. That's all that's going on. It's quite a bit though, actually. So hopefully some of them are good. Hopefully there's something for you in there. That's kind of it. The anime girls are in the studio now, as you can see. So fuck off. Bam bam bing bam 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 boom 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 digga digga boom bam 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 doodly boom boom.